Hi, welcome to EMC Unity Virtual Storage Appliance, or VSA, Deploy and Configure. My name is Ryan Schultz. I currently hold the role of Enterprise Architect at a data center and managed services company. I have extensive background in storage, systems, and virtualization, and have been in the IT industry for over 18 years. Enough about me, let's go ahead and get to know Unity. So let's meet the Unity family. Unity is made up of 3 different platforms. The first one is an all-flash platform. The second is a hybrid, which includes both traditional SAS and nearline SAS disks, along with SSD. And then finally, the platform that we're here to talk about, the Unity Virtual Storage Appliance, or VSA. So what's the difference between these different platforms? Well, first of all, the all-flash array obviously is completely flash. It's all SSD based. It has similar model numbers as what the hybrid platform does. 300F versus 300. The F indicates flash. So EMC has done a great job of aligning these 2 different platforms to make it easier for the consumer to purchase. The other difference between the all-flash and the hybrid array is if you look at the logos. Notice the all-flash logo, the Unity symbol is all silver, and the hybrid logo is both silver and blue. These are great visual indicators that if you're walking down a row of racks, you come across a Unity storage platform, that you'll be able to tell the difference between an all-flash and a hybrid platform. Finally, the virtual storage appliance, the VSA, obviously doesn't need any other indicators or otherwise because it is all virtual and it all is self-contained within your hypervisor environment. So which member of the Unity family is going to be right for you? Well, if we look at this chart, we'll see that performance is on the vertical axis, capacity is on the horizontal axis. And as we go from the bottom left to the upper right, we'll see that those particular models will increase in the number of drives, the amount of capacity, also the total amount of performance. So you'll notice on the bottom left-hand corner where the Unity VSA is, it is the smallest unit of measure, or the smallest unit that you can purchase in the EMC Unity lineup. It comes in several different licensing formats, from a community edition all the way up to a 50 terabyte platform. If we continue to look at the Unity family and we jump to the Unity 300, the first physical appliance that's available, it's 150 drives for each one of the units, both the flash, all flash, and hybrid. The difference is the total amount of capacity. Because the all flash array has smaller drives that are available, it cannot reach the same capacity as the Unity 300. The Unity 300, however, can be turned into a Unity 300F essentially, but the cost is going to be quite substantial compared to buying the all-flash array to begin with. So it has a higher capacity because you're able to utilize additional disks, SAS and nearline SAS disks, which generally are larger in size at this point in time. As the technology continues and the price keeps coming down, you'll be able to get SSD drives significantly cheaper than spinning disk drives, and at some point we will make the crossover where spinning disk drives won't even be feasible to be maintained any longer. So if we move up to the Unity 400, we'll see that we jump 100 drives. We move to the 500, we jump another 100 drives. But if we move from the 500 to the 600, we jump 150 drives. So the largest Unity that you can purchase is the Unity 600. It will be 500 drives, and you can have in that particular unit a maximum of 3 petabytes worth of data. The EMC VSA Community Edition is a free-to-use virtual edition of the EMC Unity platform. It's exactly the same as the Professional Edition. The only difference is that there are some limitations, and it's all controlled through licensing. So if you start with an EMC VSA Unity Community Edition, you can scale up to the 50 terabyte Professional Edition simply by modifying your licensing. So what's the use case for a VSA Community Edition? First and foremost, the use case for the Community Edition is test dev. So you can set up a test dev environment, utilize the EMC Unity VSA Community Edition as the storage platform for that environment. Keep in mind that this environment is not intended for production use, and there is no support available for it through EMC other than the community forums. Some organizations determine that their test dev environment is just as critical as their production. So make sure that you align with the business and their requirements around uptime, availability, and support when deploying your test dev environment. But Unity is a great place to do that in their Community Edition because it is free. Another great function of the Unity VSA Community Edition is that you can deploy this as part of a pod. So if you have a test dev environment where your application stack is made up of multiple servers, and then you want to have a self-contained storage that goes with it, you could deploy the Community Edition into that environment. It can be part of a single pod type of configuration. Makes it easier to deploy a whole environment in one shot. The Community Edition is also a great place for you to perform operating system upgrades on the Unity itself. So a new release comes out for the Unity platform and you want to test it out, deploy it in the Community Edition because it is the same as the production releases of the EMC Unity VSA platform. So what are those limitations we talked about? Well, the most prevalent limitation is the fact that you can only have up to 4 terabytes of usable capacity on the Community Edition. So you say, well, how usable is 4 terabytes worth of capacity? If you utilize it for what it's intended, which is small scale deployments, non-production, it's actually a really great platform to be able to utilize. Lastly, on the Community Edition, it's super flexible and easy to deploy. Just like the production releases of the VSA, you can deploy it using the same process and configure it the exact same as you would in production. Again, the only real limitation is the total amount of usable capacity.